Sleep all day, party all night. It's fun to be a vampire. The Lost Boys reshapes vampire tradition, deftly mixing heart-pounding terror, rib-tickling laughs, and a body-gyrating rock soundtrack. It definitely didn't do any of those things for me, but nonetheless, I'm Tim Wilde, and this is my first viewing of The Lost Boys, and these are my wild thoughts in 3 minutes. I've never seen this movie before. This was my first time seeing it, as I indicated. I've not... I didn't really know what it was about other than it was like vampire something, and they were teenagers and guys. That's it. I've seen parodies of this in different formats throughout my life, and I thought it was a little more serious of a movie than it was. Even these taglines make it seem like it was trying to be more serious, but I'm sorry. Tonally, this movie was all over the place. I couldn't tell if I was supposed to be laughing at the kid drama or the kid humor, little brother stuff with his buddies at the comic book store with Corey Feldman and whoever. It was the main kid is whatever his name is from License to Drive. All I can do is look at him and think of a jokey little 80s star. Then you have the teenager drama with the older brother whose name was Michael. You can't forget that because every scene everyone's like Michael. That's all they do the whole movie. His name is repeated like 1,000 times. Anyway, so Michael and his girlfriend has their little teen drama that you think is going to get all serious with Kiefer Sutherland in there because he's playing it straight and serious the way he was in Stand By Me. I was like, wow, if he's playing it straight like that, then it could be kind of a scary movie. But no, it just gets cheesy and goofy right off the bat. And then it leads into the third act with nothing really exciting going on, where you have Corey Feldman and his buddy who were who were pulled in and recruited as these vampire hunters and specialists working at the comic book store as their front to go in and take out these much older 20-something vampires who have been going around eating people. And they're going in there with wooden stakes tucked in their backpacks, little water squirt guns with holy water they stole from the church. I'm trying to take this seriously, but all I'm thinking about is this feels like The Goonies. It felt like a sequel to The Goonies, a little bit older now. They're fighting vampires. Then it dawned on me that the director of The Goonies was Richard Donner. The director of this movie was Richard Donner. I was like, oh, well, there you go. It is a sequel to The Goonies. And then as I was watching the opening credits, it was produced by Joel Schumacher. I was like, well, that's funny. You have Joel Schumacher, who gave us the worst comic book movie of all time in Batman and Robin. And then you have Dick Donner, who gave us the greatest superhero movie and comic book movie of all time, in my opinion, which is Superman, the movie, 1978. And it says here, this is a hip comic twist on a classic vampire stories. Well, if you're looking at this as a comic book movie, it was shot kind of cool. There was some really cool camera work done by Dick Donner's the director. Other than that, it was not a good story. Not very interesting. It was not exciting, not funny, not scary, nothing. I could appreciate the budget going into the prosthetics and the makeup of the creatures towards the end, and some really cheap ways of doing action through POV shots and a lot of behind the head rear view angles and things like that. But there was some really cool camera work that I would steal some of those shots if I was doing a movie, and maybe I will someday. But as far as watching it, I was not super entertained other than some of the camera stuff. Cinematography was fun, and watching these some of them great these known actors who were at that very young age, that was kind of fun for nostalgia. But as far as the movie itself, I just want to see a better version of it, kind of like how I felt when I saw Red Dawn for the first time, the original, a couple years ago. Anyway, that's all the time I gave myself. So Lost Boys, not great. Kind of fun for those reasons, but it's a bad movie. Not exciting. Not good. Check it out if you want. I don't know.